Hey guys, so Atreyu is back. I do hope this video finds you all in your most relaxed, happy, calm, cool, collected state. Today we're going to be talking about self-maintaining your locks. So, like just how to maintain them yourself. This video idea was kind of inspired, honestly, by my bro Justin Jackson, because I think it might have been in his ACV rinse video where he tried to retwist to no avail. And so, you know, I guess it was like he wasn't ready for it, you know, and that he would try again later, maybe would get it at some point in the future. But his video, you know, it showed that frustration, you know. It's just like, yeah, it's an overwhelming experience for so many. And I've seen countless other YouTubers who just see doing a retwist yourself as this very daunting task. So I thought that I would make a video just showing you what I do. And please know that I can relate to the pain. I remember my first retwist that I did, you know, after I got my locks installed. I had them for a month, and then I did that first wash and that first retwist. To date, that is still my longest retwist ever. It was probably close to 3 hours, and my arms and shoulders and fingers, everything was like killing me. I put so much effort, time, and energy into it, and to be quite honest, it still didn't even look that great. But it does get easier. As cliche as that expression is, there's truth to it. It does get better, it does get easier, I swear. So let me just show you a few things that you will need to do your own retwist, to do self-maintenance, if you will. So obviously, I use either distilled water or rose water, and depending on when I retwist, I might add a few drops of peppermint oil. I like that because I like the cooling sensation that it gives my scalp. So this is the only product that I use. So no gels, creams, waxes. It just works for me. Also, I use a hair tie, and I've already made a retwist video. It's really long. I think it's like 40 something minutes. So you guys should go to that video, and if you want to actually see the retwist being carried out. But I use a hair tie. Usually I kind of flip over and get, you know, as many locks as I can up on the top of my head, and I put a hair tie on them, right? And then I use these clips, these longer ones, to kind of hold, because like inevitably, especially when my hair was shorter, they were gonna, you know, all the locks weren't gonna be able to fit up in this hair tie on the top of my head. You know, I was gonna have locks falling, but it wasn't going to, I mean, those locks that were falling weren't a part of the lowest row. It was like several rows of locks that were falling. So I would use these clips, and you'll see this if you go to that retwist video, to hold locks in place so that I could just work on one row at a time. That's very crucial. Work on one row at a time, and then you won't get overwhelmed. If you're just kind of haphazardly choosing locks, like it can get messy fast and you can get very overwhelmed. So I suggest you use long clips to kind of pin up the locks that you don't, you know, the locks from other rows that you're not trying to work on or even think about in that moment, and just work on one row at a time. And then obviously, you know, you need clips. You need clips. You guys have seen these. They have different types of clips. These are like I think they call them two-prong or whatever, because it's like two sides. And then they have some that is just one. It basically kind of looks like these, except it's metal and much smaller. So get you some clips so you can actually use them to hold after you twist the lock in place. It holds it while it dries. And then the all-star player, the MVP without a doubt, if you're doing a self-retwist, if you're self-maintaining your locks, you need a mirror. It's the only way you're going to really be able to get the back good. So I'm looking at a mirror right now. You guys can't see it, but just trust me, I'm looking at a mirror. And then you just use this, and you see how you can kind of see my hair? So yeah, see the back of my head? That's all I do. You need a mirror. I mean, technically you don't necessarily need, if you're not super concerned about having neat parts or, you know, getting the right new growth into the lock. Maybe you don't even have that problem if your new growth grows into your lock. My new growth grows away from my lock, so I have that problem. I definitely need this mirror, and it is, like I said, it's the MVP. And it is what will allow you to not get overwhelmed during a retwist, because you'll be able to see exactly what you're doing. You'll be able to see, exactly what your progress is, at any given point. And yeah, it's just, it's encouraging to see yourself making your way up your head. Also, I start from the back. I start like the lowest row, and then I just make my way forward to the front when I retwist. To me, that's easier, because if you have lots up here that you've retwisted and you're going this way, all these lots up here are going to be hanging down and obstructing, the lower locks that you haven't yet gotten to. So I think that's probably why most people actually start at the back first and make their way forward. Let's see. And yeah, if you need to take a break, take a break, like just make sure, like when you decide you're going to do a retwist, you carve out a significant amount of time so that you don't need to rush, because that can lead to you feeling overwhelmed. Oh shoot, I only have like an hour and a half. I'm not going to finish, and it has to dry. It's like you're stressing yourself out unnecessarily. So just kind of pick a lazy day where you have several hours, and go into it thinking positively. Go into it feeling determined, like you're going to get this retwist done. And trust me, it will happen. And the first few times may not be the best, but like with anything, practice makes perfect. I swear to you guys, I swear to you, it will get easier and you will get faster and better at it, and your retwists will be so awesome. And in the end, you will actually end up saving a lot of money because you are self-maintaining your hair. You're doing your own retwists. In my opinion, it kind of provides a more like a deeper connection, Like my locks are a little bit over 2 years and 3 months old, and my mom, as you guys probably already know because I've said it in a couple of videos, she put the starter locks in, and then I've been the only person who has retwisted my hair since then. Basically, I've been the only person that's ever touched my hair since then. I do all the washes, I do all the retwists. Anything that needs to be done to my hair or that has been done, I'm the person that does it. And I don't know, I just feel like really connected to my locks as a result of that. So, and I can't, I've saved so much money. So if you are feeling frustrated about doing a retwist, about maintaining your own hair, I hope these tips that I've given you in this video will help you. And at the very least, hopefully they will encourage you to at least try it again. Even if you've tried it before and you haven't had much luck or much success, or it just seems still like a very daunting task, my advice to you is to just pace yourself, go into the process with an open mind, and take your time. Work in sections. For me, sections are rows. Okay, I work in rows till I get to the front, and just trust me when I tell you that it will get easier and you will get better. That first retwist, I have to say it again, that first retwist, oh my gosh, it was like a horrific experience. I mean, I was sore in like places in my arms and stuff that I didn't even know I could be sore in. And it didn't even look that great, but I stuck with it, and now, I have to say I'm pretty good at self-maintaining my hair, doing my own retwists. So the effort that you put in will definitely pay off in the long run. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope it was helpful. As always, please learn to love unconditionally, because loving with conditions conditions the heart to not really love at all. Zebs is out.